How's it going today there, YouTube? I haven't had too many videos lately. I had stuff I could record, but haven't been out in the shop too much. Anyway, we are up at the 37th annual Muskoka Pioneer Power Show in Bracebridge, Ontario. This is my first time being up here. Looks like they're going to have a pretty nice little show up here. Anyway, we're going to take a walk around, see if we can't find some stuff to look at and whatnot. I think they have a truck show here as well. They got a lot of trucks up there, so we'll see if we can find some tractors and some trucks and some stuff to look at. So anyway, stay tuned. Alrighty, so they're featuring all colors up here this year. So to start off with, we got a Farmall Cub, and a D12 Alice Chalmers, International TDC 5. Never seen one of those before. Looks like it's got Alpha tracks on it. Got a Massey Harris Mustang, 101 Junior, Ferguson, S Case, Cockshot 30. Massey Pony, Leave it 1020, Cormac, Super C Farmall, Cub, 8N Ford, Toro. This is kind of interesting. Neat. Massey Pony, 35 Massey Ferguson, pair of them. Massey 30, Massey 44 standard. Have a 66 Oliver row crop with the with the cultivators. Those are pretty unique. You don't see the cultivators around very much anymore. Very unusual to see those now. They're very rare. Have a little Massey here. This share size maybe 22. Graham Bradley, sorry. Nice little Cockshot 70. Little case. Our case, I believe. County Super 6. Big Massey Ferguson. Looks like a 55 Massey. Diesel. Yeah, Cockshot 30. That's cleaned up pretty nice. That's a nice shape. Another Ferguson TE20. Another Cockshot 70 standard. This one looks like it's got wheel weights on it. It does too. Those are different than what goes on the 80. The 80s are more, they stick out a bit farther and they're not quite as big in diameter. But I am looking for a set of those. 135 Massey. I believe these belong to the Bell family here. Yeah, I've seen these at Cookstown before. Frank Bell. Yeah. John Bell's tractor here. Looking at this last time we got Cookstown there, this was the E4 quote was the same as a Cockshot 40. And I was looking over this one pretty good at Cookstown last year because I did have a Cockshot 40 there for a little while, but I ended up selling it so I could get my 80 tractor, and I decided I wanted the 80 more. You have a 1020 Titan and a W12 McCormick Deering. There was a tractor pull up here last night. I did not make it up here, but I know Ontario Ben's tractor here on YouTube was here. You guys should go over and check out his channel if you want to see the tractor pull footage. Of course, you guys should subscribe to him because if you like what I'm doing, you'll love what he's doing. So go over and check him out if you haven't already. Got a few more pieces of equipment here. There's a little bit of a display from the museum here, I guess. I believe this is the same fellow that owns that Oliver 66 over there. It's a Subsoil. I've never actually seen one of these before. It's pretty neat. Got Oliver Sulky Plow. Pretty cool. Oliver TNT Plowmaster 214. Geez, I'd go nice behind my 80 at home. I have been looking for either a 214 or a 312 to go behind the 80. I'll zoom you guys out here a little bit. So I would like to start doing some plow day stuff and whatnot. I have seen a few of the auctions, but I haven't quite pulled the trigger on one just yet. But didn't you guys know of one that's fairly complete and be a nice little easy restore and not too much stuff to do to it? I'd pick that up because I definitely want to use the 80 this summer. I do have an update video for you guys on that at home, but I haven't quite been out in the shop too much to do that. I have a Massey 44 here. Got some nice new tires on the back. 44 diesel, actually. Wow. God, these are nice tires. I like these. What size are these? 14.9 by 30. Looks like there's a saw up there. I don't think it's a sawmill. I think that's just like a shingle mill, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to go on the other side and have a look. Massey Harris. I just seen the stamp in here. I want to call it a rod wheeler, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember. You see the M&H stamp there? Maybe you guys can see it right there on my top of my finger there. That's pretty neat. Lynn tractor. Never seen one of these before. Take that out in the woods and you'd never get stuck with it. You got a little international power unit on a buzz saw there. So I guess they call this Farm and Forest Show. There's obviously a lot of forestry up here in northern Ontario. Pretty cool, actually. I've never been here before, so it's actually really neat. This is the sawmill building here. Lots of cool stuff here. The other building had a buzzsaw in it. I found it after the fact. I forgot to record it for you guys though. Looks like a case power unit over here too. Pretty cool. That's pretty neat. Got a Fordson tractor on tracks here. Found a nice pair of road rollers. See that 5 times fast. 5-ton roller, Buffalo Springfield, the pair of them. That's pretty neat. I don't think I've seen one of these before either. I remember at Milton, I think there was a Case road roller years ago. I don't remember whose it was, but I think there was a Case and I think there was a Springfield roller too. I don't know, it's been too many years, and then, of course, being a YouTube guy, you see all kinds of stuff, so that's pretty cool. I wonder what that has for an engine. Yeah. Pretty cool, man. It's a pull-type road grader. A pair of them here. Now, back in the old days, I probably told you guys this story before, but in the old home farm town there, when the 1828 was new, my great-grandfather used to loan it to the town to pull a small road grader with kind of bring some extra income in back in the day. Of course, that's going back to 1937, 1938 kind of time. Found a cart of some vintage chainsaws here. There's a steel. A small car show here as well. There's Firebird down at the end there. I like this blue Chevelle with the white stripes on it. I've always liked Chevelles. Big Chevy truck. I like to do one of these old Chevys here. 53 possibly. Should be a 53 vintage truck. Tow truck, Willie's Jeep, Mercury truck. I know my great-grandfather always had Fargos on the farm. And Fargo got bought out by Dodge. Don't know what year, but probably back in the 50s sometime. I always had a thought of fix up an old Fargo truck to go with the old 1828 because, well, that's what great-grandpa had, so. It's an idea, but like I said, I'm not much of a Dodge fellow, but a Fargo would be pretty cool. Yeah, they got quite a bit of a truck show up here too. Wonder if I'll see any of George Tackerberry's trucks. He's from Athens, Ontario. I see one of his trucks on the highway up this way once in a while. I forget now, one of my uncles went to school with George Tackerberry. He's got a massive collection of international stuff in Athens, Ontario. I should see if next time I go down that way, talking to see if I can do a kind of a little tour for you guys. It'd be kind of neat. I'm sure you wouldn't have a problem with it. I wonder if he's one of John Eakes trucks. One of my buddies from high school, his dad was driving for him. Gonna pan over here real quick. These things are cool. I like these. I would love to get one of these for a hauling truck, but I don't think the wife would be too interested in that. She's got Chevy Silverado headlights in it, Chevy tow mirrors on it, Chevy door handles by the looks of it. And these are cool. Pretty sweet, man. I like that. Just like a big dually pickup truck. I guess you could probably put a pickup box in there with a gooseneck plate or something like that in there. Pretty sweet. Although, I wouldn't want to drive that back and forth to work every day. Check this out. Never actually been up close to one of these log steers before. This is pretty sweet. Look at the tire chains on it. Wow. 648 each. Wow. This is cool. This makes the backhoe at work I drive pretty often look kind of small. Cool, man. I've seen these trucks on the road here before. Not sure if I can pronounce that name right. Dove of Orden Haulage. Nice lineup of trucks. We'll get you guys a little pan around shot here. Mad Blue Suns. Never seen those trucks around. Diesel towing. Kubota North. Oh, I passed them on Highway 11 on the way up here. Has some custom stuff here. It's like an old 7.3 Power Stroke. Got a pretty good lift on that. Holy crap. Cali Off-Road. I know Sterling Tire in Caswick, they pretty big dealer for those. Here's a Heavy Rescue 401 truck here, as I call them. That's a nice old truck, GMC. I believe it's a 56. Got a pretty nice lawn and garden tractor display up here too. You got some vintage push mowers here. Here's a white Yard Boss. Those kind of took over from the Oliver 145s and whatnot. You got a pretty nice display of stuff in here. Check this out. Little Cub Cadet. International Cub Cadets. Hope the music in the background doesn't give me a copyright claim. That's a nice little Cub Cadet there. I think this is a gravity here. MTD, sorry. MTD. My dad had an MTD at one time. Cub Cadet snowblower. Ford LT8. House Chalmers over on this side. That one's got a double seat on it. Got a very nice Massey 33 in the shop here. Anyway, I think I missed some of this equipment down here from before. I don't think I got it for you guys just yet. Anyway, we'll go down there in a second. Not really quite sure what this is here. Looks like a press. Belt-driven press, so the belt goes around there. I believe that's what it would be. You wouldn't want to get your fingers caught in it, that's for sure. This is the potato planter. I was just looking at this potato digger here, and it says it's made by Frost & Woods, but I don't think so, because I just was looking at it here, and that there looks like an International Harvester logo. To me, anyway, it looks like. I could be wrong, though. Look down there. That looks like International Harvester. So I think those are the same stamps that were on my W4. Not to call anybody out or anything, but this is a Champion potato digger. 2-furrow horse plow. Really got a really nice display of stuff here. 1-furrow horse plow. Here you go. This looks like an International plow here. Or sorry, McCormick Deering rather. Actually, that may be a McCormick Deering potato digger, because look, this plow's got the same stamp right in the wheel there, if you guys can see. Like I said, I'm not on here to call anybody out, so here's an Oliver one. Oliver Plow Master Plow, 2 bottom on steel wheels. That'd look nice behind the 1828. Now we have International Harvester, 2 bottom plow here. Here's a 3 bottom Massey Harris plow. Now, when my great grandfather was farming with the 1828, they had a Massey Harris plow. I think it was a 2 bottom though. I don't know if I have any pictures of it at home or not. It would be nice if it did. Ferguson plow goes on the back of a 8N or 9N Ford. House Chalmers plow. Have a Paypack silo filler here. I think my grandfather had one of these once. He harvested some parts off it. I'm looking for a McCormick Deering version of this, because my grandfather used to have one of those drive with a 1828. I have a horse and buggy carriage here. Not exactly sure what the unit is here, but it's an International engine. Got an International mag on it at least. Or it could be McCormick Deering. Some kind of cider press. There you go. I guess you load apples on the top and it crushes the apples and you get cider out of it. That's neat. Not sure what kind of engine this is. You got a Wyco mag though. Oh, it's a Witt engine. I've only seen a handful of those, but I think I've seen one at probably Cookstown or Melton. I think I've seen a bunch of these. Some guys had got a bunch. Got a little drag saw attached to it. Have an old drag disc, horse-drawn drag disc, Massey Harris, horse-drawn cultivator, little snow plow, a McCormick Deering mower, and you got a hay rake. It says it's a McCormick Deering. That makes sense. And then we have a hay loader here, and not really quite sure what it is. Oh, it's Massey Harris. There you go. What's this here? Roller of sorts? Turnip planter. I've definitely never seen one of those before. It's always neat to come to these shows, especially for a first time. You're guaranteed to see something you've never seen before. I mean, I've been looking at this stuff for over 30 years, and not one fellow can see everything. John Deere Road Maintainer. I wonder if there's a stamp or something on there. You see it on a wheel or something like that, but Oliver Collector's got it anyway. Got some size there for cutting hay or grass or grain. Some of those hang up in the drive shed in the farm, this place. Some vintage hay forks. Not sure if you're supposed to come in here, but we're gonna do it anyway, I guess. Whatever this is. Some kind of grinder of sorts. Looks like a case or an Alice seat sitting over there. driven by horses. I was trying to think of the name now. This is kind of a separator of sorts. And the little fanning mill there on the right side here, the yellow sign on it. I don't know. That might be for moonshine or something. I don't know. I'm just kidding. There's a load of logs there. Bit of a horse pull going on over there. I don't think in the 10 years of YouTube I've ever gotten a horse pull. I mean, I'm not very big into horses, but people are, I guess. Alrighty, I just got back from the show now. What a nice show that was. I think I said earlier in the video, it's my first time up there. I'll definitely be going back to that. Maybe next year I'll take a little something up there. Oh yeah, picked myself up a hat there just to help support the club and whatnot, and maybe I can kind of help them out with some videos like I have other clubs. Anyway, I get this post up for you guys and go have some lunch and whatnot. I'm doing a little update in this 80 here for you guys, maybe this week, sometime later on. Stay tuned for that, but I'll see you guys on the next video here. So if you like what you see, as always, please comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks for watching.